Well, we've seen in countries like Lebanon, Turkey, and even now in Egypt. I spoke about Egypt this morning in my video. The currency is already collapsing. I would say for hyperinflation, there are symptoms that you can look at. And how do I know about these symptoms? Well, looking back through history, like with the fiat money inflation in France, like in the 1790s, you had political upheaval, which was the French Revolution. You had a lot of debt. You had, yes, the society was like in shambles because the money was bad as well. They were printing the assignats. And the same thing in 1923. It's usually related to a war and a lot of debt. In France, the war had been like the French Indian War in North America. That indebted the French monarchy a lot. In Germany, it had been World War One. It indebted Germany a lot, and then you had the collapse of the German Empire. The Tsar, not the Tsar, the Kaiser abdicated. There was political upheaval in Germany. They had the reparations. Instead of taxing people during the war, they were just issuing debt and just borrowing, and then they kept inflating the Germans. And there's a lot of symptoms like when the currency collapses, you see the morals and the way people behave becomes less and less. How can I say? I don't want to be too righteous, but you see a lot of crazy things that we're seeing today. You're seeing a lot of political upheaval and division today as well. Monetary problems with CPI going through the roof. Yeah, it's all related. What will trigger it? It's difficult to say. But in Germany, I think it was in the summer of 1922 that it really started. It was triggered, even though the hyperinflation had been germinating, let's say, since 1914. So from 1922 to the end of 23, that's when it happened. It happened very quickly, and it can happen out of the blue. But one thing I would say, a lot of the symptoms and the seeds have been planted for it. It's difficult to tell you. I don't have a crystal ball what will trigger it, but I think once it's triggered, we will know what that trigger has been.